Kids are outside playing, so I've got a few minutes, so I'm gonna show some hand wrapping. We'll do cloth hand wraps. A couple different ways to protect the knuckles, protect the wrist, that kind of stuff. A couple different ways that I like to wrap, and a couple options for you. All right, enjoy. Regular hand wraps, cloth hand wraps. A lot of different ways to wrap. First, I'll show you this way. A couple things I like to do. Obviously, this side down, start in the thumb, come around the wrist. This one's gonna be pretty simple. Again, a couple things I like to do. I always like to keep the palm of the hand open. So I like to go away from the thumb. That way you keep the palm of the hand open. Now this, if you're having troubles with your knuckles, this is something that you can do to, you know, add more padding to the knuckle here real easy. So I'm just gonna go through here, wrap around. And again, with all hand wraps, the way you do it, try to make this X pattern in the back. Okay, that's what's gonna provide the strength on the back of your hand, and that's what you're really trying to protect. That's the weakest part of your hand. I always like to do the thumb. Some people don't. Just up and around. And then we'll finish off on the wrist here. Again, so hand, I like to keep the palm open. This makes it a little bit easier to grab and to use. Okay, it simulates an actual cloth hand wrap a little bit too. This one I didn't go through the knuckles. I'll show you how to do that next. So start with the side down again. We're gonna go in the thumb, wrap it around the wrist. This time we're gonna go through the knuckles. So again, if you need extra padding, do a few more times around the knuckles. Okay. Let's make that X pattern. All right. Come through. Now what I like to do is I come around underneath. Okay. Go through the knuckles from the top and you come to the thumb side. Okay. Come across. Go underneath or go over top and then wrap underneath. I don't know if you can see that. Wrap underneath. Across the top. Through again. Wrap underneath, and then this time I'll just finish off the top. Make another X. Bring it back through. This time I didn't do the thumb. Totally optional. And again, palms open. I get this pad I can grab, and now I've got that through the knuckles. All right, I like this one. Not my favorite, but it works pretty good. Again, if you need to wrap more down the wrist, it's easier to get farther down. Or if you need a lot of padding on the knuckle, you can just crisscross more on top. All right, so this one's my personal favorite. We're gonna take this end, the same end that has the side down. We're gonna fold it over. And again, there's no set number of times you need to do it. 3-4 times is usually pretty good. Depends, again, how much padding you want on the knuckle. Sometimes if you're having trouble with your knuckles, it's nice to have a little extra padding there. Okay, so we're gonna put this across the knuckles, the rounded part towards the front. All right, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wrap this around. Okay, so now I'm starting to lock that pad down into place. Okay, a couple times over top, and I'm gonna go back down around the wrist to start to secure it. Okay, and again, any chance I get, I make that X pattern to add stability on the back of the hand. Okay, so now I'm gonna come around. Again, we go underneath. I'm coming through the top, through the fingers, wrapping it underneath on the thumb side, away from the thumb. Wrap it underneath again. Wrap away. And the last one, thumb side. Wrap away. Again, I like to do the thumb. Has a little extra stability. So when you're punching it, your thumb will sometimes move in the glove. So eliminate some of that. And then finish off down the wrist. And again, palm open. All right, this one I've got a pad now on the top of the knuckle. I like this one because this simulates the closest to cloth and gauze wraps that you're gonna have. So it's I always prefer to do this one because it allows you to train the way your hands are gonna feel when you have them wrapped for competition. So again, key points here. You put that pad on the top, and you come through the knuckles, away from the thumb, and always make that crisscross pattern. Couple highlights. Remember that X pattern in the back, okay? That is where the strength is, right? Do that X pattern as many times as you can while you're wrapping the hands. Just come across, okay? So when we wrap hands with tape and gauze, we do the same thing to provide that strength, okay? Now, another key that makes it simpler is to go away from the thumb, right? That ensures that you always have the palm open, okay? Away from the thumb. Again, now if I'm having trouble with my knuckles hurt, right? I can add lots of padding. Maybe I'm doing lots of rounds that day or something, and I need a lot of extra padding on there. That's fine. I can do that. Or if I need extra support down here, I need to get my wrist supported. Okay, so come across and keep Xing across and Xing across, right? And I create that strength in the wrist. And that's why I like to use the thumb, because I can tie that all in and strengthen it up. Okay, so it provides the key parts where you're gonna have trouble with your hands are gonna be your knuckles, right? And your wrist. Either you're gonna bend it out too far this way or this way, okay? And that's where hand wraps come in. So I recommend always to wear wraps. It just helps eliminate injuries and allows you to continue to train. All right, thank you.